Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. This lesson is another WIDA ACCESS reading practice lesson, and today we're going to be talking about the reading related to language arts. So I'll let you go ahead and read the introduction material on your own. You can pause the video, read it, and then restart when you're ready to continue. So the reading practice in this lesson focuses on language arts. The language of language arts involves vocabulary and phrases related to reading, writing, and literary analysis. And this might include describing characters, plot elements, or the setting and context of a story. It may include different essay styles or analysis of literary works. So again, you can pause the video and read these reading comprehension tips, and then restart the video when you're ready to continue. Alright, so a language arts class is learning about the environment. You will read and answer questions about recycling. And so before you read the text, maybe think about some of these questions. What is recycling, and why is it important to recycle? Alright, now you can pause the video and read the question and answer choices. One tip is to remember that the answer will be found in the text. Don't try to answer the question before reading the text. Alright, now pause the video and read this text on your own, and then write down the answer to the question. Alright, if you're ready to see the answer, how does recycling help the earth? The correct answer is letter B. It saves trees, and here is where that is found in the reading. Recycling also helps save things like trees. So the text directly states that recycling helps to save things like trees. All right, the class continues to discuss recycling and the topic of upcycling. So think about these questions. What is upcycling, and have you ever tried it? All right, again, you can pause the video, read the question and answer choices, and then restart the video when you're ready to continue. All right, now you can pause the video, read the text, and answer the questions, and you may want to take note of what are the keywords in the text. All right, the question, what does the author want readers to do after reading the text? The correct answer is B, find ways to recycle and reuse items. And here it says that in two different places, recycling and reusing items helps the environment in different ways. By recycling and upcycling, people can help keep our planet clean. Okay, the class continues to discuss recycling, and think about this question. Have you ever bought something that was made from recycled materials? Again, pause the video, read the question and the answer choices. All right, now read the text and answer the question, and then restart the video when you're ready to continue. Okay, the question, what does the phrase giving waste a second life mean in this text? So the correct answer is D. Recycling turns old materials into something new. And the explanation is the text mentions that items like paper, plastic, and glass can be transformed into new products. Now, a language arts class is learning about bias, and you will read and answer questions about bias related to cats. So before reading, you might think about what does bias mean and how do humans interact with cats. Right? Just take a moment to look at the question and the answer choices. There's a tip here to underline the keywords in the questions and the answer choices. All right, now read the text and answer the questions. You can pause the video while you do this and then restart when you're ready to see the answer. All right, which sentence from the paragraph contains an example of bias? Well, the correct answer is B. Cats are best for people who live alone or for older adults. And the answer, option B, best meets the definition of bias given in the reading text. So here's the definition. And this is the answer that most closely matches that. The class continues thinking about bias in cats. So again, think about these questions. How do cats make you feel? Can you think of any ways that cats can help people? Again, pause the video, take a moment to look at the question and answer choices. A tip to keep in mind is to read the answer options carefully and see if you can express them in your own words. Now pause the video, read the text, and answer the question. And then you can restart when you're ready to see the answer. So the question, read this sentence from the paragraph. Unlike dogs, cats are rarely used for physical work. Why is this sentence an example of bias? And the correct answer is D. It suggests dogs don't help people as much as cats. Yeah, the class continues thinking about bias in cats. And here are some more things to think about. What kind of environments do cats like? And what environments do they dislike? Again, you can pause the video, read the question and the answer choices, and then restart the video when you're ready to continue. Now pause the video again, read the text, and answer the question. All right. This sentence from the paragraph contains an example of bias. While some people believe cats are too delicate for outdoor activity, others recognize each cat's behavior is different. So which option rephrases this statement to remove bias while preserving the meaning? So the correct answer is A. Some people say cats should only stay indoors. Answer A describes the opinion held by people, but removes the bias statement that cats are too delicate. All right, so think about your experiences in this lesson. Which questions did you find the easiest to answer and why? Which questions were difficult to answer and why? And what do you need to remember to do when you take the WIDA ACCESS reading test? And that brings us to the end of today's video. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.